If an artist or an album is not your cup of tea, then don't listen to it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe, and if you're not, whatever. I mean, if y'all know what I'm saying. So today I wanted to do a video on my opinions about the music industry. I just say unpopular opinions for the views, but they're just my opinions. If you agree or not, or like if you have any opinions on my opinions, leave them down in the comments and we could talk about it. My first opinion is that artists should not sign to labels at all. I mean, depending, like if you need help and you need like the clout and what's it called, like the extra push, by all means. But if you got big like on social media, or one of your songs got big or something, you should not sign to a label, because at that point, like, you have a fan base, and at that point, like, that label's just gonna scam you. Like, I feel like labels be like, what's the word, they be pushing out certain artists to push out crappy music just to rush music and just to make money, and it should not be like that. I feel like all artists should have complete control over their music, when they want to release it, what shows they want to go to. And it's just sad because a lot of artists don't be reading their contracts. Like, get a lawyer or something, read your contract and see how much money they're taking from you, how much you're gonna get, and also see like what you're under, because like a lot of artists say they end up not being happy, or they feel like it's a business, and it's because it is a business. It's a business. It's not just like a business. Honestly, they don't care about you, okay? They just want to make money, and they're using you to make money, okay? Because, for example, Megan Thee Stallion, that Hot Girl Summer song was trash, and her Realer album was not it. Point blank, motherfucking period. Because I feel like she got so big, and all her, including her fans too, they all wanted music, and she pushed this thing out, and it was like, no, just no. And my second opinion might come to a surprise, especially if you know me, okay, if you know my heart, but Cardi B should be canceled. Now, y'all know me, I used to love me some Cardi B. I used to ride Cardi B today. But then I came across this video, and it wasn't the one where she was drugging men, because with that point I was just like, okay, whatever, like we knew she was on some shit. But then I came across this video where she was just like,
I like to make money. I don't really give a fuck about being lyrical. I don't give a fuck about this and that. If that shit don't work for me, I don't care. I like to make shit that's gonna make me fucking money. I like to make shit that's gonna climb me on the charts. Like, that's what I want. I want to be up top of the charts. I want to make money. I don't care about none of that shit. I know so many lyrical people. New York is a home of people that knows how to fucking crazy rap. There's a home of battle rapping.
Well, at that point I was like, so if you don't care about your craft, and you're not caring about your fans, because she also said that like we need to stop writing her and stop telling her to drop press, and then she be complaining how she hates being famous, and she hates the music industry, she hates it, and she feels like she's doing business, and she doesn't feel like she's having fun. So it's like, okay, at that point I'm not gonna be a fan of you no more, because I feel like you're not giving me as your fan the most that you can give me, and at that point you're canceled. Like, I just feel like she totally disrespected, and I know like a lot of artists don't care about their lyrics. I cancel her just because I don't want to support artists who are only here in the game to make money. Like, because hip-hop was not started off to make money, and rap wasn't started off to make money. It was a way to help our community. So if you're not doing that, and I know it's a new day and age, but I personally don't want to support you, and personally you're canceled. So with that being said, we should also, us fans should do our research on a lot of artists, especially a lot of artists that just come out, because Cardi B, that Bodak Yellow song came out, and you know, we was all bumping it, #1 on the charts, and then like 2 years later, y'all sitting here talking about she should be canceled because she was drugging men. Y'all should have did y'all research when that song came out and seen that before. That way she would not have gotten as big as she did. So do your research on all your artists. Okay, so People who don't write their music are not rappers or singers or whatever you want to call it. If you don't write your music, you're not a rapper. I just feel like you're a spokesperson. Like, if you have a ghostwriter, you're just a spokesperson. Like, you just speak words into a mic. That's basically it, and you perform them, but you're not a rapper. A rapper is someone who writes their music, takes their music, re-edit it, takes the music again, re-edit it again, and keeps re-editing and editing and editing until it's right. That's a rapper. A rapper is not someone who goes into the studio with someone else's words and speaks them out. And I understand that you can get help, especially if you got the money for it. Like, yeah, go ahead and get help. But if you got a straight up ghostwriter, you're not a rapper, and that's not your music. At the end of the day, you're just someone who's speaking for someone else that doesn't want to speak. Okay, and yeah, the Illuminati is real, y'all. And I don't really want to say that it's like a devil. I don't want to say it's like that, because no. But I feel like in the music industry and like in the fame world, like around there and like in clubs and stuff, there is definitely like an energy, like a devilish energy, and I would consider that like the Illuminati. And then that energy, it takes over a lot of artists and a lot of people in the game, and it makes them like go crazy, either lose themselves, or they do something bad, or they change in a really bad way. I don't know, but I do know that I do think that there's like an Illuminati. The other opinion was that I feel like we care too much about these celebrities. I'll just call them celebrities, but we care too much about these rappers and stuff who don't even care about us. Okay, now some artists do treat their fans like genuine family, but a lot of artists, they just want our money, y'all. I was like this too. Like, I used to be so obsessed with artists and Cardi B, and who else was I? Like, I just used to be so obsessed with like Beyonce and them. But then I had to take a step back, especially when Nipsey Hussle died, and I had to take a step back and like I observed, and I was like, we care way too much for these people. Like, when they die, we treat them like they cannot die, like they're immortal. When they do something, we treat them like they're gods, like, and we just treat them, they're normal people, like, and it took me a while to realize this, but they're normal people, and they really don't care about us. Like, when we in our hospital bed, they don't be there with us, unless you in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but other than that, they do not care, and we just care too much. Like, we be all up in their family drama, we be all up and what they doing day to day, and we think we're like so entitled to know this and know that and do this and do that and get pictures and all of this stuff, when we're really not. Oh, what Jermaine Dupri said.
I have a no. You know the reason why I can't say is because I feel like they all rapping about the same thing, and I don't feel like that. I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. I think they're trying to show. For me, it's like strippers rapping, and I don't. As far as rap goes, I'm not getting who is the best rapper. I'm getting like, oh, okay, you got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. Okay, all right. Who's getting ready to? Who's gonna be the rapper? So
was true. It was 100% true. Like, I don't know why everyone is mad. If anything, you should just take a step back and have a conversation about it and try to change it. But it was true. And if you say it's not true, you're a motherfucking lie. You're lying, because you turn on the radio, that's all you hear. All you hear is girls talking about their sexual stuff. And a lot of women that get big and famous are the ones talking about their sexual stuff. So like Megan Thee Stallion, again, I'll use her. But she, you know, when I first heard of her, I was like, oh, okay, she's pretty. And her voice is different. So I listened to it, and I was listening to it like, all she talks about is sex, like, and I can't relate, okay? So I was just sitting there like, the hell? Maybe, yeah, the music that gets a lot of female rappers up there is music that talks about sex and talks about them, you know, being sexualized and stuff like that. And I get that, because it is true, that is what gets big a lot of the time. But at the same time, if that's the case, then all of y'all need to come together and stop fighting each other and say, okay, let's stop making music about that. Let's start really telling our stories. And if it involves sex, whatever, okay, because men do too. But let's show these men that we're bigger than just talking about this stuff, and we can actually rap and tell a message. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to stop trying to fight each other and just sit down and tell each other like, hey, let's kind of change it and then see where it goes. Because if some of y'all, all it takes is one. So if some of y'all are still rapping about that stuff, that's still gonna get big. But if y'all all just sit down and decide not to, then us as the consumer have no other reason than to listen to it and take you guys not serious, because you can rap about anything and be serious, but just take you guys how you want to be. If you don't want to be perceived as a female rapper rapping about sex, then stop making music about it at the end of the day. Sorry, because a lot of people's albums, that's all they talk about, and it's like, you can't get mad at the man because he told the truth, in my opinion. A lot of female rappers also get a lot of plastic surgery, especially when they get into the game. Like, they feel like, you guys honestly sexualize yourself. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm for real. Y'all sexualize yourself. Y'all get into the game and y'all get all this money, and where do you put it? Right back into your body. You get the fake boobs, you get the fake butt, you get the lipo, you get this, you get that, and then you expect for people not to sexualize you when you out here on the stage in a two-piece shaking your butt. And you expect for people, especially men, not to sexualize you. I feel like the only people who had a valid, what's the word, opposition, I guess, to that argument is little, or let me not call them little, but like younger female rappers. The baby is not cute. Sorry, like my sister be like, oh, the baby, he's so cute, like that's my baby, like oh my god, like he is not cute, like what the hell? What? He's not cute, like with the grills and just like the like no, oh my gosh, like personally he's not cute to me. Beyonce is not overrated, and that's just that on that. She's not overrated. If you think she's overrated, you're overrated, and you think that because you think that Beyonce's overrated that you some type of different. No, okay? If you think that Beyonce is overrated, I'm gonna give you two things. One, go to her concert, and two, watch her homecoming documentary. Now, if you did both of them and you still think she's overrated, then you're out your motherfucking mind. But if you didn't, and if you say you only watch the documentary, definitely go to a concert. You guys, I don't care, even if you don't like her music, even if her music does not speak to you, because I don't think that, like, just because I like Beyonce, of course everyone else doesn't have to, but you had to give artists credit where it's due. So you gotta give Beyonce credit where it's due. That girl worked hard to get to where she's at. She works hard to this day. You should see her prepare. And when you're at her concert, fan or not, you can literally feel the energy that's coming off, because that shit make you wake up and be like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Like, I need to get up and do something. I need to work hard. I need to go harder. Like, the energy that she gives off is just that you can tell she works hard, to be honest. Whether you're at her concert or you're watching her documentary, her videos, you can tell that that woman works and she does not stop. Is her music overrated? I like it, but that is up for debate, to be honest. But let's just get one thing straight. Rihanna is not better than Beyonce, okay? Her lyrics and stuff might be, that's up for debate, but singing, no. Y'all need to cut that shit out. I don't know what the hell is wrong with y'all, but just give people their credit. Like, stop being so miserable and stop trying to downgrade people and give them their credit, okay? My other opinion was that music is not what it used to be. Like, when you listen to Biggie and Tupac, and you just be like, damn. Like, imagine if they was still alive today, like, like, but when you listen to, like, the old music, and you listen to now music, it's like, where did we go wrong? And how did we let it go like that? Their lyrics, their flow, their rhymes was just a whole nother level. Next opinion is that Chris Brown should be canceled. Now, see, when he beat Rihanna and all these people, I didn't really pay no attention to it, like, because one, I was younger, and two, it was just like, okay, but he makes hits. Like, he was making Loyal, okay? Dude is still a legend. Like, he's the closest to MJ that we're gonna get. So, and when he did all that stuff, I was just like, okay, whatever. He apologized and he's grown now. But then,
you wanna fuck the black bitches with the nice hair.
Whoa, all right, you're canceled, because you're not gonna sit here and disrespect me, even though my hair is nice. But you're not gonna sit here and disrespect me or women who look like me. Stop trying to make excuses for that man saying that you ain't know what he was talking about. We all knew what he was talking about, okay? He wanted the black woman with the straight hair, with the nice 3C wavy curls. Okay, y'all know what he was talking about, and it's sad that with him and Mr. Robert, their fan bases are very black woman dominated, and y'all just let these men disrespect you.
Bitch, disgusting.
I just feel like he just has no respect for women, period. And like I said, it just sucks that most of his fan base is women who's really not gonna get a grip, okay? They be riding him too hard. And I understand, because he does make hits and he make good music and he could dance and, you know, he be on crack and all that shit, but he should be canceled. Another opinion is that people are easily impressed. Like, nowadays, all you need is a great beat and people gonna listen, okay? Watching back on some of the trends that are going on, and I just sit there like, is this what we like now? Like, and then another thing too that's so funny is that Blueface thought that he was so clever with that one line in that diss song, and I was like, that's nothing compared to what my parents were playing in the car when them people had hit lines every line. Another thing is that popularity does not win diss tracks. It does not win beef. Cut that shit out, okay? If your favorite artist is in a diss or in a beef, whatever it's called, you need to take a step back, get that artist out of your mind, and actually listen to what both artists are saying and then make your decision. Like, I understand you need to ride for these people. That opinion really came from the Meek Mill and Drake situation. I feel like a lot of people said that Drake won because his song got into the clubs and blah, blah, blah. His songs got into the clubs because he's Drake. Not because it was a good diss track. Like, no. Meek Mill won that, and a lot of Meek Mill, the diss songs that Meek Mill made didn't even really, like, I didn't even know he made them until I listened to them. So just because they're popular and just because they're your favorite artist, you really got to take a step back and see both sides. One of my last ones is that artists should be allowed to grow. We all go, what the hell, we all go? We all grow and go through different stages in our life. Where we are now is not who we were before, okay? So if we go through that, why can't artists go through that? And when I say that, I'm saying that because Chance the Rapper came out with his album and a lot of people was just very mad. Like, first of all, if an artist or an album is not your cup of tea, then don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Point being clear, like, I don't understand why, if you don't like an album, why are you listening to it? Just turn it off. It's that simple. Turn it off and go listen to whatever you want to listen to. It's that simple. No need to drag it out. But Chance is in a very different situation now than he was when he made Acid Rap and them other albums. I don't know. But he's in a very different situation. Artists should be allowed to grow and try new things. Just because you're used to one thing or like they had one bomb-ass album does not mean that every album has to be like that, because you do have to fail and stuff. So not every album has to be like that. You shouldn't expect that from artists. You should just let your artists be human and let them grow and let them change and let their music show that. Okay, so if Chance was to say that he loves his wife 50 million times, then let the dude say it. Just don't listen to it. Maybe you can't relate, but that's a topic for another situation. It's just my last unpopular opinion is that we should definitely listen to more of our like neighborhood and underground artists. I'm a victim of this. I personally don't. But we definitely should, and we should support them, just because a lot of times that rapper that's your friend or that's trying to get his music off the ground or her music off the ground, or your neighbor that's trying to get their music off the ground, or that person at school that's handing out mixtapes, their SoundCloud links, a lot of the time those people have real messages, real lyrics, real stories that if you listen to, not only will you see another side of them, but if you could all just support them, y'all putting y'all stuff on the map. So that being said, I'm not trying to take away no one's credit, because anything that God gave you, no one can take away. So I'm not trying to take away no one's credit, no one's hard work and what they did. I'm just saying that a lot of the times, people that we just kind of look past, have better music than everyone. So that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that y'all enjoyed. If y'all have any other unpopular opinions, or like y'all want to talk about something, leave a comment. And yeah, and also let me know any other videos that you guys want me to do. Just some artists that I listen to that I feel like a lot of people don't, or I guess they caught on by now, is Jada Smith, Melly, Mulatto, and then of course YNW Melly. But listen to that I feel like they don't get the credit that they deserve. So if you ever have time, go check them out. And stay tuned for my next video. Subscribe, okay, like this video, let me know what else you guys want to see, and follow me on Instagram. And I hope that you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week, and have a good one, y'all, and thank you for watching.